Now, the SACP, COSATU and NEHAWU are picketing outside the United States Consulate in Johannesburg, and this is in support of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. Now, they're calling on the United States to stop interfering with the internal affairs of Venezuela. Let's cross live to the scene now, where our reporter Ntlantla Kgatlhane is in Sandton and standing by. Ntlantla, thank you so much for your time. The sentiment here from the United States is that they accepted Juan Guaido as the president of the United States and believe that Nicolas Maduro should step aside. Has sentiment been shared exactly by the SACP, COSATU and NEHAWU as to what they think Nicolas Maduro should be doing instead in order to stay in power?
Exactly, Warabile, coming to you right here from the US Consulate, where SACP, COSATU, NEHAWU and the ANC have picketed outside just to make their voice heard with regards to what you just said now, that the United States doesn't or shouldn't interfere in the internal affairs of another country. Today, in particular, they are supporting Venezuela. But just to talk to us with regards to what's happening and why they are here is the SACP's national spokesperson, Alex Mashilo. Mr. Mashilo, thank you so much for your time. Tell us, what is the reason for you guys being here?
Our reason for us being here is that we support the people of Venezuela and their fundamental right to self-determination. In particular, we support them also for the protection of their national sovereignty. We cannot allow one country, the United States and its puppet allies in North America, South America as well as Europe, to decide who the president of Venezuela should be and to decide the government of Venezuela. While the people of Venezuela have held elections, elected the president and a government.
But we know that the situation in Venezuela is not a pleasing one, and we know that also the United States is supporting, the opposition leader, and they are not backing off on that one. Could you just elaborate on your stance with regards to this? I mean, we know that the SACP is an anti-imperialistic party.
I must say personally, I've been in Venezuela. I've seen what is going on the ground. I have visited many areas in that country. What the United States of America is doing must be condemned by all. Think of a situation where the president of South Africa calls someone in the United States for that person to declare himself or herself an interim president of the United States. That is a regime change. That is a coup. We cannot allow that. The United States has been imposing sanctions and restrictions on Venezuela in order to destroy the Venezuelan economy. This is a regime change strategy so that when the economy collapses, the people rise against the government. But what has happened in Venezuela is that the government has done sufficient amount of work, so a greater section of the people understand that what is going on in the economy of Venezuela is a result of sabotage and attacks by the United States, which is why they are behind their government.
You guys are picketing outside here. Any actions going forward with regards to your position on this matter?
We at the same time have a picket in Cape Town taking place right now. We will be evaluating. A picket by its very nature brings together a few individuals. But if the situation does not stop, we will have to step up our action in the form of marches and in the form of other actions, because we cannot allow a situation where one country and its allies decide undemocratically from outside who the president of another country should be and who the government in that country should be. That is what we do not accept as the SACP. We stand firm behind the people of Venezuela. They have a right to elect, and they have exercised that right. They have elected their president and their government. The United States must back off.
There you go, Arabile, SACP spokesperson Alex Mashilo, stating their position with regards to this matter, that they believe that each and every country should be independent, and especially when it comes to elections, people should elect who they want, the person who they want them to lead. And what the US, according to them, is doing, it's totally unacceptable. With regards to that, it's back to you in studio.
Yeah, we'll continue to get sentiment out of the United States and get exactly what Donald Trump and his administration believe with regards to that. Ntlantla Kgatlhane, I appreciate your time there.